Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here. And in today's movie review, this is going to be a review on the 2021 film released on Netflix in June of that year. And this review is on Fatherhood. Fatherhood stars Kevin Hart as he plays a widower. He basically plays a widower named Matthew. And so in this movie, Matthew embarks on an emotional journey while raising his daughter single-handedly, despite encountering several hurdles along the way. And so throughout most of the movie, Matthew actually loses his wife, who dies at birth, and so Matthew has to do whatever he can to try and raise his daughter, and and of course the daughter's name is Maddie, by the way. So yeah, and of course Matthew goes along the way to take care of it to take care of his daughter Maddie, and so yeah, that's pretty much the basic plot of Fatherhood. So I remember when this movie first came out back in 2021, I've been hearing pretty decent things about this film, and of course I didn't even really watch it until earlier this year in June for Father's Day. From what I've read from one of the reviews, one of the reviews said that this is actually one of Kevin Hart's more serious type films, and that where he's not all comedic and silly like his past comedy films. And so back in June for Father's Day, I actually gave this movie a watch on Netflix, and for what it is, I gotta say, Fatherhood was actually a really good, amazing, emotional drama film. I thought this was an amazing drama. And sure, yeah, it's not really one of the best films to ever come out in 2021, but I still liked it regardless. And I think it's a pretty amazing, awesome film. And it's also, and of course, it's not just a comedy, like a serious type comedy, but it's also a drama, like a Kevin Hart drama, where it's and I thought the story itself was well written too, like a father and daughter story, some stories that we've heard before. But I gotta say, this one was actually pretty interesting, that thanks to Kevin Hart's performance here. The way Kevin Hart actually plays Matthew in this film, and I did like how the two characters, the father and daughter, Maddie and Matthew, I thought in some scenes I thought in most scenes they actually do get along pretty well together. And yeah, and of course, and like I said, despite encountering several hurdles along the way, there are some types of accidents that occur in some parts. Like there was actually a scene involving Maddie getting hurt on a playground, and some little girl actually screams when she saw the blood injury on her head. And yeah, this movie does get very serious in a way. And yeah, and so yeah, and I gotta say, the way this whole movie is played out, I gotta say, this was actually I think this was actually a really great film to ever come out on Netflix in 2021, the summer of 2021. And yeah, this was actually one of the COVID affected releases that was supposed to come out in theaters at first, but then it had to skip theaters because you know why, I just said it. So instead, Netflix actually released the film instead of in theaters. And then the following year in 2022, this movie was given a physical media release in the following year of 2022. But yeah, so I decided to give this movie a watch for Father's Day earlier this year because I've been hearing pretty decent things about it, and people are actually liking Kevin Hart's performance. And yeah, I guess they were right, guys. After watching this film, you guys were right about Kevin Hart's performance. The way Kevin Hart actually plays Matthew out very well is that I think Kevin Hart's performance was actually really good. And I gotta say, this was because I do like Kevin Hart's his performance here is actually more dramatic and more serious type film, more serious type. And it's basically one of the rare times where Kevin Hart's not all comedic and silly, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, where he's not all obnoxious, because here he's actually more calm and quiet here, because he's basically playing a single father who lost his wife at birth, and because when after his wife gave birth to their daughter. And yeah, and I do give Kevin Hart credit for actually playing his performance out very well here, where he's not all obnoxious and comedic like in his past films like Night School, Central Intelligence, or Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle and the Next Level. Or Snowball, the bunny from Secret Life of Pets 1 and 2. Yeah. Yeah, Kevin Hart's actually more calm in this film, and I do give him credit for that. And even after watching this movie, sometimes I kind of do feel like if Kevin Hart were to do more films like this. I mean, sure, yeah, because like maybe some people do wish Kevin Hart did more films like this, but of course he's still a comedian, of course. So I know he still does comedy most of the time, but I think nowadays, I think after this film came out, because maybe Kevin Hart was thinking to Hollywood that maybe he should be, maybe his role should be more calm and less obnoxious, where it's not like the movies I just mentioned. But yeah, so yeah, I gotta say, Fatherhood was actually a good movie to watch for Father's Day, and I'm glad I watched it for Father's Day this year. And I gotta say, the performances too, like I said, Kevin Hart's great in the film, and Melody Hurd, who plays Maddie in the film, she did good. And Alfre Woodard was also in the film too. Like Alfre Woodard, I thought she did pretty good. And yeah, what else can I say about Fatherhood? Yep. All I can say is Fatherhood is an amazing drama with Kevin Hart. And so overall, Fatherhood was an amazing drama film. And I'm going to give Fatherhood 4.5 out of 5 stars. Yeah, if you have Netflix, then I say this is a good one to watch. And if you just want to see Kevin Hart perform something different, then this is a good one to check out. And there you have it, guys. That's my review on Fatherhood. Hope you guys liked it. And if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And also make sure to like this video as well. With that being said, until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.